Welcome again to another Activia training video. In this particular video I'm looking at a concept of dependent drop-down lists. Now that's quite difficult to do in Excel, but you can see here in my example, so we've got select subject Visio, and that's got a nice drop-down list. In this case I've got applications, office applications. So when we choose Visio, the subsequent topics for Visio can be selected. So now I've got, let's clear this off, just press delete. Have a look in here, we've got simple drawings, then we could use the topic of templates. Then we see new pages. So you can choose topics from Visio to go in here. Now if I clear this down again and we choose something else, let's choose Windows, and magically the topic list has changed. So now I can choose, well, let's talk about login, and then I'm going to talk about opening Windows. We'll do something on minimize, maximize. Let's cover files and folders. Let's look at WordPad, and whoops, the last one will cover shutting down. But that's great because the topics are dependent on what's been chosen in cell B2. Let's have a look how this works. So B2, if we hit that, it's to do with data validation, which we cover in depth in one of our courses. Here it's set to list and equals application. The equals application part is having a look at a named range of cells. Again, we cover this on our courses, but the second tab here, we've got lots of data in different columns. Each column is a named range. So if I choose application in the name box, that's that data in the first column. They're the topic. These are the topics themselves, but the first column A is the actual subjects. So if we choose Windows out of that list, that would give me the Windows column is this column here. Let's just double check that for choose Windows. Yeah, that goes and highlights and selects that column of data. So those will be the options in your subsequent drop-down boxes. So looking at the first one here, login, in the data validation, we use a little feature here, a little function called indirect. So equals indirect of B2 as a list. So it will use that Windows name to find that named range. I think it was column I. Then the entries it shows you in the list are from that column. So that's quite a clever trick. So you're combining the indirect function and named columns in this case with data validation to give you some independent drop-down lists. Let's just delete that data. Let's just try another one. If we choose Excel, now looking at the topics, we've got a selection of topics from Excel, so we can just pick those out as needed. So that's a great little way of working there. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again on the next Activia